There is a new mayoral poll out that shows the gap between the candidates is closing in. The poll by Victory Research shows the lead by Paul Vallis shrinking from 6 points down to 2. Johnson is getting a boost from voters who identified as progressive, with an increase in that category of more than 10% since the last poll 2 weeks ago. Also, the number of people who said they were still undecided went from 16% to 9.
These numbers come after several endorsements and mayoral debates. Scott joins us now to talk about the big forum we had here last night and some of the big moments from it, too.
Yeah, good morning to you all. So the question that seemed to spark the most fireworks last night was the issue of having police officers on campus. We asked the candidates about what they would do to ensure safety in schools and if officers should be part of that plan.
The best way in which we can actually keep a local school community safe is by making sure that we have more adults in the building. You know, look, there are schools right now that have union security guards without police officers.
Right.
And those schools, you ask those parents and those families, like the school that my children attend, we feel safe.
We had police officers in our high schools and we had trained security in our elementary schools because police officers deter active shooters. There have been 240 school shootings in the last decade, 3 times the number of the previous decade.
That conversation seemed to change the tone between the two candidates. There was another topic that had Brandon Johnson hammering Paul Vallis on, and that was the tax plan. Now, we know Johnson plans to bring in some $800 million in taxes by way of charging commuters, hotels, and airlines additional fees. Vallis said he would look at his spending budget as well as TIF diversions, but he didn't offer any specifics about taxes.
What you need to do is you need to look at that $28 billion. You need to develop a long-term spending plan.
So there might
and you
be
need to look at the diversions. What I'm saying is I'm going to work to avoid taxes, particularly the property tax.
You put some things on the table there.
I mean, it's pretty clear. No one knows what he's saying. I mean, that's why it sounds confusing, because it doesn't make any sense. In other words, he doesn't have a plan. In fact, when he put forth his plan 4 years ago, he said he was going to raise taxes, property taxes, by $250 million because he said the problem was bad. It's actually worse now. He now has 3 sentences on his website because he doesn't want to tell people the truth.
So clearly this is getting at times personal between these two candidates. We're still a weekend change away from the actual runoff. They're not done debating each other. We know that. It's going to be interesting to see how the conversation changes because there is still that float of undecideds out there.
Right.
And this thing is now getting razor thin.
Yeah, I love the last question you guys asked, too, which is what are you going to do your first 100 days?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are saying we need to see change. How quickly can we see change in that 100 days that we hear so much about?
Well, remember, for the first time in 40 years, Chicagoans decided that a sitting mayor didn't deserve another term.
Yeah. So, okay, very interesting. Good job last night.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very interesting to watch. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Scott.